Good evenings, everybody. Good evenings. Welcome. We are live streaming from Cape Flat Stories and Colored Girls Rock. With us in the studio, we have a surprise for you guys. Wednesday nights, we do talk about small businesses and we do promote small businesses. As you know, for the last 3 weeks, it's very important that we promote small businesses and that we support, the brands, and that we also, make sure people know about these businesses. So it's a venture that myself and San from Colored Girls Rock decided that we want to do together a while back already. And we're going to talk about small businesses every week. And I want you guys to be part of this. Please do share this live stream. Please do be part of this because this is the only way we're going to market and people know about small businesses. I feel it's quite crucial in a time like this that we do give the support to small businesses. It's a struggling time with the virus out there and with the lockdowns and things. People have lost a lot of money and people lost their jobs and things. So I think this is what we do as Colored Girls Rock as well as Cape Flat Stories. We try and see how we can promote these businesses. But without any further ado, I will introduce to you tonight Flo and her husband. Sorry, apologies, Safeera and Flo. And then we have our main guest or our co-host, Shan, and she will do the honors. Thank you. Okay, you need to unmute yourself.
Did I mute myself? You muted me
Very
again.
good.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So I see we have like a few people on already. So the two people that are being interviewed or that we have the honor of actually speaking to tonight is Safira and Flo. And what I love about them, guys, is like I put up a thing on Saturday, I think on Friday, no, because I needed to go to a hairdresser rather desperately in Cape Town. And my hairdresser was not available because she was in, well, usually my hairdresser is in Joburg and I was in Cape Town. And Safira inboxed me, and actually out of everybody that commented, Safira is the only one that inboxed me actually and said to me, okay, this is who we are. She like literally went on a whole mission of promoting herself, which was great. And I mean, she had me sold like, like quick. And then I went on Saturday and sure, I actually felt like so special. This place you walk in, from the minute you walk in, it is absolutely stunning. It's in Kloof Street in Cape Town. Apparently the suburb is called Gardens, guys. I am useless as far as places in Cape Town is concerned. Nah? Like Uber is my thing. Uber is my thing in Cape Town. So yeah, and Waze. I can't survive without those two apps. So so Safira and Flo are going to tell you about their story. I must tell you, the experience was insane. It was like from the minute you actually walk in there, you feel special. They actually look after you so nicely. The place is set up so nicely. They have like everything is so modern. Like, you walk in and my battery was obviously almost run down because I'm permanently on my phone, and I asked for a charger. I got a charger. The charging point, like, is this USB charging points right at the station where you are. They come and they ask, everything. I just literally can't speak enough about this place. It is just so nice, but I'm speaking too much now. So I'm going to let Safira and Flo tell you a bit about themselves and like how they actually came about, how they got together. Let's start there, okay? And then how they actually decided to start this hair journey. So go for it.
Okay, perfect.
I think you should start with the story, and then I'll tell when it comes into my part of the story.
Okay, perfect. I guess what we can say, so we met actually, I was working on cruise ships, and like I did that for a period of 3 years. And then, Flo and I met when we were on the ships. Like, we were both like very hardworking, but we needed a place where that we can actually be together and be able to work and start a life. And Flo actually came to Cape Town, and obviously he fell in love with our city. Besides me, obviously he fell in love with our city, just like everyone does when they come here. And we decided, okay, no, you want to stay, like you, Shen.
Yeah, no, I also want to stay.
Yeah, just come stay here. Yes, and then we came. We stayed in Cape Town, and then for a while we both worked. I was studying again and working because I wanted to take a different direction. So I did business management, and then Flo, both of us, we were working, and he was just so, like, you know, the standard of work that he was producing was just so amazing, the quality. And like, he was thinking very differently, because sometimes like people think of hair like very differently here. And then I just thought I thought that, you know, this is something that needs to be explored. And yeah, that's when we decided, okay, we need to take the direction of opening our own business and, you know, making a success out of it over here as well. Yeah. What would you say, Flo?
That's a short story. I don't think they have enough time if I start talking.
Okay, sure.
So everything, but she forgot. We started to live in Cape Town, and I was working in a hair salon. She was working in a spa, and we lived together in Kensington. And for me, that was a very unique experience. It was quite cool because I got to really get to understand and be closer to the colored culture and food, Gatsby's, and that mochi, smochies, which I absolutely love. And then, I used to take taxis to work, and I really started to experience the South African culture, which I think a lot of tourists don't experience. And it's actually quite amazing. The people in South Africa are absolutely amazing from every level. And I think I speak for South Africa, but I've only been really in Cape Town. I've only visited a little bit Johannesburg and Durban. Yeah. But I assume everywhere is the same. And I absolutely fell in love with it and never wanted to go back. And then we started this business, but I have to say that I also had a lot of luck. I do believe that success in life is given by hard work, but also by luck. You need to be a little bit lucky. So I was lucky to have a client that believed in me and asked me if I ever need some help or want to do something together, to let him know. And then we basically decided take all our savings, put everything into that.
Forgot about
that. I was so stressed. Like, I called my mom crying. I think I did the worst mistake of my life. I left work. She left her job. So we were like we need really, to make it work.
Yeah. All in. All or nothing.
But I think a very important lesson out of this was the fact that when you go all in, you have to make it work. It exists that type of survival mode that it doesn't exist. There's no clients. You go and you grab the clients from the streets, you know. So we found a space that I thought is brilliant. We found a builder from Mitchell's Plain. We ended up creating this beautiful, modern, but very simplistic due to a low budget. We painted the two of us together.
Yeah, my family all involved.
Yeah. And
scrubbing floors.
Yeah. And then we ended up going to hotels in the area, guest houses,
putting flyers on cars.
Yeah, being out, like smiling to people. Are you guys new? Yes, come in. No. So that kind of survival mode, so to say, made us break through that ice. Because I think at the beginning with every small business, that ice moment, you need to break that ice somehow. And the only way that you can break the ice is by hitting hard on it, basically. So yeah, that's basically the beginning of our story.
Yeah.
And then the team grew. My biggest goal was that if we're going to start a salon, I want this to be known as the best salon in South Africa. That was the number one goal. I don't care about money, how much money and stuff like that. I never got into the business because of the money. Obviously, money are important, but it's not the most important factor. And then we managed to grow an amazing team.
From 3, when we started, it was just myself, Flo, and one more girl that was working with us. So we from 3 to now 30, because Shane actually asked me this question. I was like, oh, let me go do the math. So I'm prepared for it today. Yeah. Over a period of 7 years. I mean, we've had lots of people that has been with us and, was part of our journey for a little bit. And then, but at the moment we're at 30. And also something important that Shan also mentioned, and it's a big part for us as well, it was the part where, so it's 30 people that is, that we're working together, but it's also the family of those 30 people whose lives that we are able to impact by doing what we are doing at the moment, as a team. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
So
Safia didn't actually get that when I actually explained that to her, guys. It was like so cool, because I was like, okay, you employ 30 people, you do realize that you actually impact 30 families, because my calculation is always there's an average of 4 people in every family. So if you take 30 times 4, that's actually how many people you're actually employing.
Yeah. It's amazing. If you think about it like that.
Before we go on, I need to point out, Safira is 33 years old, guys. This is their second salon. She's 33 years old, a colored girlie from Kensington, who, by the way, Anissa was telling me when you guys were at college together, you used to miss classes because you used to have to take taxis when there was unrest. You couldn't get to classes and everything. And here you are. You eventually ended up on the ship, married Flo, came back and started your own business. And your business is amazing. I mean,
Thank you.
Safira is like, guys, you must see their social media. You have to go and look at the digital marketing around this business. It is insane. The first thing I looked at was like, who does your social media? Because I'm a social media expert and I could just recognize, wow, like what on earth is going on here? This is somebody who really knows their stuff. And yeah, that's literally why I started the conversation with you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Lots of hard work. That's what we do. 100%. I mean, you guys, and they work incredibly long hours, guys. I mean, I still kept them there for an extra hour, but I was not the last client. There was still a client there up until the time that I left.
Yeah. So we say we finish at 4 on a Saturday, but it's always like a 6, like a 6 p.m. Like just happens.
Yeah, there was about 6 when I left, and you guys were still there.
Yeah.
So the one thing that a lot of people have asked me since I've been speaking about you guys is, so obviously my hair is like, I've got long hair that's thick, and that you guys did like I looked wow on Saturday. But the point of the whole story is like, do you guys do natural hair as well?
Absolutely. Yes. We actually, it's something that we started a while back. I don't remember if it was a year or 2 ago. I think 2 years ago, actually. It was like 2018.
But first of all, when you say natural hair, what do you mean?
So a lot of girls in especially in the colored community are on this natural hair journey. So they've got their curly hair, their curls, their afros, their whatever. They're not, it's like with mine, my hair gets blow dried, and obviously, so theirs is like obviously just like, like treating their natural curls and just like without any chemicals and so on.
Yes. So actually, this is a very interesting story. Just how it kind of started with this is that Safira was always blow drying her hair straight and, wearing that cap to keep it flat.
Well, and let's call it what it is.
And I was begging her always to let her hair natural and to have her curls for many years. And then I managed to bring a team from Europe with some amazing cutting skills for education in South Africa. I organized this, and I managed to get other 9 stylists to join us so we can pay all together because they're quite expensive. And one of the things that I told them is I definitely want to improve my skills in dealing with hair that is very, very curly. And the guy came anyway, and I told him what I want to do, but Safira wasn't really present in the conversation, so we ended up cutting her hair.
Oh my god! I should have get that picture out for you. Literally,
I will show you now. It's very cool. And then she started to hate me for about 2 weeks. Didn't speak with me for like 2 weeks.
2 days of crying.
Because I think mainly because she didn't know what to do with this hair now, how to deal with it, how to treat it, and so on. So basically, that's how we started exploring and learning much more about curly hair and the different types. Then we got a colleague of ours that I encouraged her to enter a national competition with a model that has natural hair, and she actually came second, and she was one of our assistants. So we took her from the
learner
level all the way to winning a second place in a national competition. And she was very passionate about natural hair. She was the same. When she joined us, she had flat hair, straightened. I convinced her to cut it and let it grow. And now she's one of the most successful curly
natural hairstylists in Cape Town.
Yeah.
We've grown it like
that's very cool.
Yeah. So you'll see us a lot in that community already.
Yeah. What I think is amazing about us in this regard is that we understand the journey that the woman takes, starting with straight hair. They've always flat iron. They have no idea what to do with it. And we understand how hard that journey is. And we are with them all the way. And then they get educated also while they're in the salon. And most of them are amazing. I mean, when they come back, the hair looks so good that
like flourishing.
They're experts in their own hair.
Yeah. So I think a big part of what we do is like embracing the best version of you, and you can't, I think it's a big part of your natural hair is a big part of you. And I think a lot of the time, when I grew up, like what we knew was, blow drying, flat ironing straight since the age of 12 and still goes in your hair into oblivion, like you almost, that's what and then it's that change over, now you need to do a difference, like you have to embrace who you are, and like a whole new package comes with that. And so we've been doing a lot of natural curly hair, different textures, just most importantly, helping women and gents become the best version of themselves as well. Yeah. And
that's one thing that I forgot to mention is that the salon actually caters for men as well. So when I was there, there's a very, very pretty girlie that's one of the stylists. She was busy cutting a guy's hair. And I mean, he looked pretty good when he was done. It's like, I was like, okay, cool. You look way better than when you came in here. But that's the idea. But anyway, so they definitely cater for guys as well. The other thing that I didn't mention to you as well is like Zan did my hair, and Zan's amazing. From the moment I walked in there, she was like, she's crazy amazing. So I had a touch-up, I had a color touch-up, and then James, who was so Zan started, and then James took over, where he actually came back with a toner, and they lifted the color that was already on my hair. So I looked like I had just walked out of like a magazine when I walked out there.
Yay.
But one of the things I didn't tell you was when I was rinsing my hair, I was chatting to Zan, and I usually do that when I want to find out something about the business without the people that own the place being involved. So we were out of the space, and then I asked her, so do you enjoy working here? And she was like, yes, this is the most amazing place to work. And I mean, she did not have to say that. I mean, it was totally an opportunity for her to say, you know what, things are hard and whatever. Because I asked her, how far do you travel every day? And she mentioned that she lives around the corner from M&D's Pizza. So she lives in Mitchell's Plain. She takes a taxi to work. She left that morning. She specifically mentioned she left at 8:05. She was at work 10 to 9. So I had asked all these questions. And the reason I asked that is because, I'm very passionate about whether people treat their staff well. Yes. And that's the one thing that I left with. When I asked you the same question, you explained to me that something, and I'm going to ask you to tell the story now, but you explained to me about the growth journey that you guys are on. So maybe, Safeera, just please explain your growth journey, because I thought that was really one of the most incredible things you said to me.
Thank you so much, and thank you for acknowledging that, because I think a lot of people, I think a lot of businesses maybe they just, you work and you you keep going and there's no opportunity. And I think a big part of it also comes from, when I was working maybe at places before, you almost feel like you get to a point and there's no growth for you. So it was very important that like our people does not feel like that. You don't want, like the reason why people leave most of the time and why I've left other places that I've worked before was because there was just no potential for me to grow, once you reach a certain level. Anyway, so we made a big decision to actually create the Excentric Dream Team Growth Journey. So it is visible, it's on our contracts that we offer to our team when they join. It's in our kitchen. It's like readily available for people to see. And it's basically where, say for example, you come to us and you join our salon as a learner. And a learner usually would be someone that is currently studying hairdressing at college level, maybe doing part-time or so. And they join us as a learner. We obviously pay them for the time that they are there, but we also offer them our Excentric course, which is an online course that we created. We can go into that a little bit more. And every single Thursday, like since we opened the stores in 2014, every single Thursday we do training from 9 to 11. And then from 11, they can bring models in that they get to practice with. And Flo actually doesn't work on clients on that Thursday. He just is available doing one-on-one for them. So, like being there, he will do the theory with them in the morning and then, like do practical on models that, the models are coming in for free. They don't pay. We pay our team, but it's like we put a lot of accent on the growth because we obviously want them to grow from one to the next. So you can grow from learner. And then the next step would be stylist. After that, we do senior stylist. So we have a certain set of criteria that we would like you to meet and fulfill, of course. And after senior stylist, we have director stylist. After that, we have either salon ownership, where we partner with our team, and we've done it before with our second salon that we have in Sea Point. So the opportunity is there. So we also have people who started as part-time receptionists who are now our assistant managers in the team, So there is growth. We also have, for example, James, he started with us as an operator, and we had a lot of people who would comment without us asking anything. They would literally request for this person, and we're like, okay, you've got like a really great skill. We're going to send you on like an Indian head massage course, and you can implement that into the business. And I think it's so important giving people that opportunity to grow from one to the next, and that's the direction that we want to take, and we have been doing.
I think that we really believe that the business is as strong as the people in the business, as the team. It doesn't matter, me and Safeera, how good we're doing if the team is not doing as good as we are. So I'm giving all my knowledge to them as much as possible so that they are as good as everyone else, everyone to be on the same level. And someone once asked me like, but what if you spend all that time and effort, train them, and then they leave you? The question is not what if you train them, they are good and leave you, but what if you don't train them and they stay? That's
a very good point.
Important. So we do believe in education the most. Sometimes they don't like it because we force them to learn this and they have exams and stuff like that. But it's amazing. I mean, some of the girls came to us as learners, they finished college, and it's so sad. Some of them couldn't really hold a scissor right in the hand. I don't know exactly, and I'm not mentioning any names where they studied and all that. It's just that I believe that unfortunately in South Africa, there are some places that don't really care much about how much they know when they finish.
Quality.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took them, some of them from basically zero, and now they're stylists with fully booked columns, super successful, and we're super proud of them also.
Yeah. And another thing that we do, like part of the, like, so we do the training where it's very technical focused, making sure that, like, let's say, for example, you've been to Zan now and you really like the level of service that Zan's provided for you, right?
100%.
We want, if you request any single person in the salon, like, it has to be on the same level, if not better. So we have that to make sure that we keep the standard, like, really good and on the high level that our client has come to expect. So we do a lot of like the technical and practical development of the skills. And then we also do self-development. I think it's such an important part, you know, people, it's like you're not only working with, like for us, like our team members, it's not a number. It's not, okay, this is how much you make and like, so that's what you mean to us. No, I think it's so important to develop people to become the best versions of themselves, you know, and I've mentioned that earlier. So we actually do a little program. We actually purchased it from an international guy that teaches like across the world. And we do this with our full team once a month on a Thursday. But of course, like our role as leaders and as well as our assistant managers that we have as leaders as well, we have to show up and be those people for the team to look up to. And I think you can see the difference in the response that Zen gave you. It doesn't come from someone that is not like getting all of these things. You know, we're really trying to create an environment where our team is happy and they, you know, they are happy to make the clients that comes happy. Clients feel it. You can see it in our reviews. You know, like everyone has a similar thing to say as well. So yeah, that is a little bit more about our journey. So when people are with us, there is the opportunity for growth all the way to salon ownership. And yeah, that is our plan that we're working towards in the future.
So one of the questions, sorry, Stan, do you want to say anything? You know, I feel that I'm speaking too much.
No. I'm listening to you, ladies, and to the gentlemen.
Okay.
But I just want to say it's very important for businesses to be very professional, and that's what you guys are doing, because you want, when you go into a business, you want to experience, you know, the best, because you're obviously paying for a good service, and it's good to know that small businesses can give this type of treatment to their clients. So well done.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
So, Safeera, so there's two questions that actually popped up that I thought I would ask you so that people actually understand. So one of the questions is, do you have a kids salon, or like, which I know you don't, but would you be able to do kids hair then?
Absolutely. We don't have a kid specific salon. We are, you know, we welcome all people into our salon. We try to keep it obviously as diverse and for everyone as possible. We do kids though, you know, from as little as, would you say, like we've had little kids that is having their first haircuts. We've had that as well, you know, so we've got little bolster seats for them. We've got little girls that is like absolute princesses, you know, coming, and their mom's teaching them from a young age. It's so amazing to see, you know, like how to take care of themselves. So yeah, we're open to see the kids as well.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, the other question is, how do you handle the celebrities that come into your salon?
I think for us, all the clients are celebrities. Everyone is equally important and no one is more important than the other person.
Absolutely.
So there's no special treatment for someone just because they're a high profile. Everyone is treated the best we can do.
Yeah. So we give the same.
That's a very, very cool answer, by the way.
It's true.
No, it is true though. I mean, I can definitely like vouch for that. I mean, there's nobody that doesn't get treated. Like, I mean, they treat you like really, really well. And I mean, it wasn't like because of anything. It was just like everybody had the same treatment, and that was great. Sorry, there's one more thing that Safeera told me. Yeah, you see, I was paying attention, Safeera. So one of the things Safeera was telling me on Saturday when I was there was that they have this thing, right? So they do like a hair transformation journey with you. So you go and they actually speak to you. They find out, they actually do like a whole assessment of what you want to do, where you want to get to. And then they explain to you what you need to do to actually get there and how they can help you get there. But it's not only just people that want to grow their hair and your hair is dry or breaking or whatever, and they want to fix that, whatever, there's that. But there's also like they've got people that have like real problems like alopecia and, you know, like medical issues. And they actually try and help those people as well. And, you know, they've got different things that they do and different products that they use based on whatever your problem is. So Safra literally said to me what they try to do is they try to solve all your hair problems. And that was like, okay, cool. That sounds like really amazing. Usually people just want to do your hair and get you out there and get you to pay and move on with life. But I mean, that was actually like a whole thing. And I mean, they showed me all the products, which by the way are very, very high, like, how do you put that? Like very not expensive, but like classy products, like nice stuff. Like, you know, it's all, like,
we want you to have the best.
Yes, it was like everything, and like, I mean, even the packaging and everything was like totally on point.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know if you. Sorry, and then I also just wanted you to explain how you then actually from doing a hairstyling course and then going and doing the business course, you actually run the business now, the business side of things. You do all the social media, you do all the I mean, I saw the girls were speaking to you, or like everyone they were coming out, they were speaking to you about whatever they needed. You actually were helping with the lady that was doing the cash ups and everything like that. So you were literally running the business on the back side while Flo was obviously on the salon side. So how does that work? The two of you just like do that now and you don't ever do hair anymore?
So to be honest, like I've actually never done hair.
Oh, wow.
Actually, no, she's lying. During
New
lockdown,
information.
Look at his hair.
Oh, okay.
So I actually, like when I studied, I actually studied the beauty therapy. So I studied at the International Academy of Health and Skincare. So that's where I met Anissa that you mentioned earlier. So that was what I was doing. So I was doing beauty in the spa, massage, facials. That's what I was doing before. And then I was doing my business management course. And in that time, I was also working for a salon. But it was always, so I've never done hair. It was Flo doing the hair. And I think very early on, we made a very clear distinction in what our roles will be, like what we're going to bring to the salon. Because very often, you know, like because we are obviously married, we're in a relationship, it can get in the way, you know, if you're always having business things and things like that. So we made very clear distinctions of what my role will be, and mine is business growth and marketing. So that's my responsibility. Make sure that everything is good for the business. And Flo, he's doing all the education for our team. He's obviously an active stylist in the salon as well. He makes sure that, like from the technical perspective, everything is taken care of. So if the team needs support, like they will go to him for the hair or for working on clients. For everything else, that's what I do, the behind the scenes with, of course, our assistant management team as well.
That's very cool. It's actually a very important thing you mentioned just now. It's like, if you are like a couple that's in business together, you have to have clearly defined roles. Otherwise, it could just go really, really wrong very, very fast. The other thing that that we haven't mentioned, you mentioned that your background is obviously the beauty therapy side, and what I realized afterwards was that you guys actually have a beauty therapist at the salon. I mean, there was somebody doing nails when I was there, and there was another person that does massages and stuff like that.
Brow lamination, more brows, threading, facials. So there is a little bit of variety. What is nice is when you do come to us and you want to have the convenience of having that done while your hair is getting done, because let's say, you know, when you're sitting with your color processing, sometimes it takes a little bit of time. So we can do your nails in the meantime, you know, or feet, or yeah.
So the other, yeah, no, for sure. You know, you mean Saturday, friend? I'm flying up on Friday.
Okay, come.
So the other thing that I was actually wanting to mention as well is that you actually mentioned to me that you guys do, like, you could, we're in the lockdown. I asked you how you coped in lockdown. And you mentioned that it was hard because you had just expanded your new space, and then we were in lockdown, and salons could not operate in lockdown 5, and in actual fact I think lockdown 5 and 4. So
Yeah.
you actually had to make it work because, otherwise you would have lost like people, you would have lost your business in actual fact. So please explain tell everyone, because I know the story, but I want you to tell it. How did you survive lockdown, and how did you actually create a new income stream for your business during lockdown? Because that was the amazing part.
Oh, it was very interesting, because sometimes you get so used to doing like certain things for the way that our business operates usually. And now it's like completely taken away for a period of 3 months. We couldn't operate at all. So we needed to think either outside of the box or throw that box away completely and get out of our comfort zone. But both of us, we were not going to accept the reality of what was happening, and we got to work. So the first thing that we did, in lockdown level 5, we were able to deliver essential products, right? And shampoo was an essential product.
Hygiene.
Yes, yeah. So we obviously had all of this
for the permit.
The permit, yeah. And we obviously had like stock available that, like everything goes through your mind during this time. Like you don't know like what is going to happen. Oh, you're going to close down. It's so many things happening. Anyway, so we knew we could do that. Then we started our clients contacted our clients, and then we were delivering products to our clients, like the home care, because they needed it still. So that time, like Flo literally was our delivery driver. I was like our packaging and taking the orders and the payments, And then the next thing that happened was we realized that even though that we're a service-based business, that people need, like were coming to us, we realized like what need were we solving, what problem were we solving? And a lot of people, their hair is colored, their roots are gray, and now they are stuck and the hair is like gray and they're not used to this. So we knew that would be a need because that is a service that we provide. We then created like color kits, like from scratch. We put our color kits together. We had explanation videos that we made. We did a little explanation sheet that would go into the bag, and then put it out there. And when our clients heard about it, they were in. We then did the first and second run. Like our car was full of products, like bags, packed color kits. And then we went to go deliver. Then it got to a point where it was like so many orders that we got on a regular basis that we now were able to get a courier that we work with, also a local company, amazing, Van Express, if you know them. And we wanted to make sure that we can support another local company. And then, they were collecting from us and delivering the kits to the clients. Then the other thing that we did, we had vouchers available that our clients could purchase during the time that we are closed, and then it will give them also first privilege for when we reopen the doors again. So we had all these vouchers that our clients were supporting us on. We also did like a link that clients could actually donate for our team, and that's we've given to the team. What else did we do, Flo?
And we asked the landlords for rental
reductions on the rent. Spoke to all of the suppliers that we usually that we have, and we just try to renegotiate so that we can just make sure that for the next, initially we thought it was 3 weeks, and we managed to speak to all of them, get that down. We knew a big thing for us was we wanted to keep our team like by all means possible. And it was even advised to us, when we were supposed to return, because the business was not going to be that busy, like to maybe think of retrenchment. And we refused. We said, absolutely not. Like our team is staying with us. Yeah, maybe we have to short the time or, do what we have to do. But we were very lucky and very blessed to be able to keep every single team member on our team. Oh, and the other thing that we did was there's something else that we did as well that I was remembering. Sure, there were so many things. Oh, we kept like a VIP list for like clients that wanted appointments, and it was amazing. Like for the first month after we opened, we were then fully booked. Obviously considering all the spacing, the capacity, and all of those things. But what was amazing, we needed to just think outside of the box and pivot the business as much as we could. Yeah.
So the one question here is, are your color kits still available?
We're not doing, shame. We are not doing the color kits, unfortunately, at the moment, because we are able to do it for you at the salon. However, what we do have, you can request a private room and we will do your hair in that room by yourself. So there will be no other people around you. Like if you're very concerned with coming into the salon with COVID happening.
That's the other thing I must mention, guys. They adhere to COVID protocols like 100%. It's like you are far from the other people. The hairstylist is wearing her mask. Like it's just like there's nothing that they aren't doing as far as the protocols are concerned. The one question as well, Akila wants to know, can we please share the prices of your services? So instead of putting it out here, Akila, what I'll do is Safeera will send me a price list or whatever, or like whatever they've got going in terms of promotions and stuff like that, and I will post it. Saf, is that okay?
Definitely, I can definitely send that.
It's also available an approximation on our website. In terms of the pricing for the color is where it's more complicated because it's always dependent on what the client has currently on their hair and the condition. What they want.
But I mean, you guys do an assessment before in any case, right?
Of course.
Yes.
And a quotation before we start the service.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay. All right. So the other question is, with COVID protocols in place, does this affect your daily routine as per customer regulations and so on? So I think what the question is, because I've just said you guys follow all the protocols, but I think Safeera mentioned that the one way it has affected you guys is in terms of capacity, because you can only do 50% of your capacity right now.
Correct. Yes. So technically, we're supposed to have like 23 chairs in the salon, but now we're not operating at maximum capacity, unfortunately, because of the distance between chairs. So yes, the answer does affect us, but we try our absolute best to be accommodating, but still being able to be safe for our clients.
Okay, so Unica wants to know, the private room, is it an additional cost?
No, at the moment, no, we do not charge additional for the private room. We understand how people feel, like not everyone feels as comfortable, to go into a space. So we made that option available for now during this time. So definitely they can ask for it on request. It's not an additional cost.
So that private room, what I want to add about that private room. So it's a private room. We actually had 5 stations there, but now we only have 3 chairs, and it's a very, very good ventilated area with windows next to the station. So we keep the windows open. So for example, it can happen that 2 clients in the same day, the same time, they request for that private room. So then it will be 2, but the distance between them, it's about
like 3 meters,
4 meters, 5 meters, and with the windows open next to them.
Okay, so the same person that asked about the private room says, I don't mind, I'll sit on the pavement while you do my hair. I'm sure I'll still look on point. That's what I was thinking. So yeah. Okay, Stan, do you have any other questions?
There's just one question that I want. How do you guys get it right? To treat your staff so well. I mean, a lot of companies don't do it. That we always talk about a better environment, but I mean, in your case, I can see in the comments your staff love working for you. And I mean, you're still very young. You 33, 32 years old. That's still young, and you have already this business mindset. It happened somewhere with you guys. Where did you guys come up with all these ideas? Where does it come from? Do you guys do a lot of research? Because obviously, this is the type of businesses that we want to see out there treating this. If you don't treat your staff right, then you can close the doors. But in your case, I can see you guys are amazing. So just give me more about that, because we can maybe motivate some other business owners as well to treat their staff right.
I think for us, the first most important thing was the culture within the team. So when I say culture, is that everyone needs to be on the same level of teamwork, everyone to help each other, but not because people are told, you go help that one and so on. Be respectful to each other, always please, always thank you. And I do believe it starts from the top. If we constantly say please, thank you, can I, and be like that, they'll be the same with us and so on. It creates a culture that everyone just does it. I don't know, it just comes naturally now, I would say. Like it's not forced in any way. And I would say also we want to be happy to go to work. I'm happy to go to work. I'm happy to be with my team. We play some cool music sometimes, and we literally have fun while working. And then it makes it easier for everyone.
Yeah. You spend so much
by
time.
the way, the music is so on point. You guys have no idea. You walk out there and like you're singing, and you like it's really cool. The music is very, very cool.
Awesome. I'm glad you like it. I think another I want to add is there's a difference, in my opinion, between a boss and a leader. We are actually very offended when people call us like a boss. We are offended by it. Like we like to lead our team. Like if there's something that needs to be done, we will show them how to do it. We will show you the way. We will do it with you. It's not, we don't like force people to do anything. It must come from like a genuine place, And I think we've been working a lot on that. Of course, I do a lot of reading. If I struggle with something, I will go read about it or look it up, because I don't know everything, we don't know everything. You think you go into business and everything is just gonna fall out of the sky. It doesn't work like that. It's progress, and making the decision to work and develop yourself so that you're a better person, and they see that, and they want to do the same. They're inspired. They want to do the same as well.
So one of the things that somebody actually asked on the questions here was, oh God, which one was it now? Oh yeah, no, Yolanda, they have lots of fun at work, honestly. But okay, so one of the other things that I was actually quite interested in was, obviously I went and I researched your social media stuff, because that's just me. I'm just gonna do that, okay? Mm-hmm. And then one of the things I discovered was, that's when I discovered that Tracy Lang goes there, and Tracy's on the page as well. She's on both our pages, Stan. And Zoe Brown is also one of your clients. But then the nice thing is that each one of us had posted about you guys, but each one of us had posted about a different stylist. So I spoke about Zan. Tracy has a different stylist that she likes, and Zoe had a different stylist, and all of us looked amazing, and all of us obviously were totally blown away by our stylists. So that's 3 stylists coming out of the same salon, basically being promoted by 3 different people with huge followings. That must be so amazing to actually see, because you don't obviously convince us to actually promote you. You offer the experience, we experience it, and then we obviously promote you based on what we've experienced.
What you genuinely feel.
And that's just the 2 people I know of that I actually just, when I squizzed through, I actually did a search on your name. So yeah, so do you guys have other clients that also prefer any of your other stylists?
But this is the thing, and I think that's where our training would come in, and why it's such an important part of working with us. So we actually have been doing this for a long time, since we opened, like I said. But for example, next year we're actually going to be opening this up for external people to join. We've got a online Excentric Academy that our team, like everyone that joins Excentric, they go through this, and it's part of what we do on a Thursday for training. And I think that is a very big part of making sure the standard all across is maintained, because there's people that knows flow, there's people that knows Zen, there's people that knows, there's so like any one of our stylists, and they can speak highly of them because the standard is maintained across board,
But what I want to add is, in the end, what it happens is that a customer will kind of bond with a specific personality, and obviously that those two people will like each other, and then they enjoy coming to each other. Like a client told me, like, this is my cheapest psychology therapy. I'm having a haircut and I'm getting a therapy. Because the truth is that a lot of the clients, when they go to the hair salon, they also go there for breathing and letting go and treating themselves. So yeah, that's why I would say some people prefer others than, but what it happens, even if Zoe, for example, needs to do her hair and her stylist is on leave, she would gladly go to someone else and she'll receive the same service. But obviously she will want to catch up with her regular stylist.
Yeah. So I think we just maintain the same standard. Like when you come to anyone, we want you to be able to experience exactly the same as someone else would experience. Yeah. So it's more about that.
Well, it's also about all of their personalities, because all your stylists have very, very good personalities. And I must admit, like, there was not one that wasn't bubbly and speaking to the client that they were busy with. I mean, everybody was really like, it was a very friendly and a very light space to be in. So that's, I think, where your clients reckon it's a therapy session. It's definitely a very light place to be. And that in itself is quite cool.
Yeah. And it makes a difference. You want to go to a place that, people are happy, people get along, people make you feel special, valued, important, Yeah. So that's what we do.
I think this has been one of our most interactive like one of these sessions, like, like generally we have to ask all the questions and hope that the people that we're interviewing actually say enough to actually get what to get their business across. But you guys are just so bubbly and you make such a cute team. I mean, it's like really like you're like really, very cool to actually interview, to be honest.
Oh, yay. So I was saying to Stan also before, and I said to you, I really love the behind the scenes of doing things, that's what we do. We don't usually do any interviews or anything like that. And so, today I was thinking, I'm nervous or anxious about it, and then I reminded myself, like, nothing grows in comfort. So like if it's out of my comfort zone, like I have to do it. Because I could have easily said something different. And yeah, I'm just happy I'm here and we're able to do this. Yeah.
And hopefully
Sorry, go Flo.
I want to say hopefully also to inspire many others. Obviously, we also want to attract some customers or people to join our team and stuff like that. But we're not trying. Basically, this interview was more, at least that's why I'm here, hoping to inspire others. Just you can start from any level. You don't have to have a lot behind you. All you have to have is determination, believe in yourself. And something that my mom always told me, whatever you do, try to do that best. If you washing toilets, wash them the best you can. So going with that thought, it gets you far, slow by slow, step by step.
Wow.
Okay, this is going to be completely random. Wait, before you go on, Stan, just give me 2 seconds. This is going to be very, very random, right? So I have this thing about clean toilets, guys. And yes, and I said it was going to be random. So take a moment and just brace yourself, okay? So I will not go to public toilets, okay? So there's only, like, if I'm really desperate, like a casino, I'll go to their toilet because they always on point. But let me tell you, right? I had to go to the toilet at the salon, right? It is spotless, guys, and it is a beautiful space as well. I mean, even that is like, it's like it's it's done really well. It's like beautiful tiles and like, everything's like just gorgeous. There's like nothing in this place that isn't beautiful. So okay, now I'm done. Stan, you can say what you want to say.
No, it's just me. I wanted to say something because
Byron is a-
I wouldn't come in after the day I've done chemo, but when I saw this couple, I needed to come on. They're very humble the way they're speaking. Hello, I hope you guys are well. I met them on a personal basis, and I said, wait. I said to Stan, I know I don't come on after I'm sick, but I had to come in today, and I have to tell you guys, I'm not just saying this from a personal basis, but they are humble of how they're speaking. But just by meeting this couple, the humans they are, that's first of all, the humans, first of all, and they're inspiring. We speak each and every week on the Cape Flat Stories about creating opportunities. We fight politicians, we fight people in the area. How can we create jobs? Here's two amazing people, Flo and Safeera, and I'm telling you on a personal basis, meeting them, they are humans first of all. And this is what we need in the country. So be it so, and we're asking and crying out, go in the hair salon. You're going to experience a lifestyle. It's not just about the hair. It's not just about that. They're creating jobs. That's growing our economy. Secondly, they're creating a pure environment to help you grow to the next level. So what do we need? We need to embrace these type of businesses. We need to grow these type of businesses. So firstly, Shan and Stan, amazing for getting them on. Amazing for letting them inspire your viewers. Because I'm telling you now, viewers, if you're listening to myself and you believe in what I even say, these guys will give you experience to the next level. Go into that store, fill a lineup, make queues. You are not going to regret it. And that's what I want to say. I'm off again. I'm sick. I used my last breath just for this because you do need it. And you need it in your life. They're amazing. Love you both.
Thank you,
Wish
Byron.
you all
I
the
couldn't
well.
wait. I could see your face, but I couldn't wait for you to talk. Thank you so much.
Love you guys, man.
Thank you,
Okay,
Byron.
so guys, I promised my side of the world that Stan, your side of the world also, Maseka, that one person from Cape Town would get to experience this amazing place. And let me tell you, take it from me, take it from Tracy, take it from Zoe, from every single person that has actually been in the salon, right? You wanna go. So it's there's times where we spend like insane amounts of money at other businesses, like I look at Joburg, for example. We're going to Sandton City, we're willing to pay the prices and whatever else. Their prices are not ridiculous, just by the way. Let's just start there. So we decide we mentioned that we'd be giving away one person would be going to the salon. I'm not going to choose because I'm so bad at this. I can't choose just one person. No. We're making Stan choose. So Stan will choose.
No, I got
Okay.
No. I already said dubs on this. So you need to choose. Go maar through the comments along and jy sal maar besluit. As iemand gaan kwaad is met jou, dan gaan hulle kwaad is met jou, nie met my nie. I like that idea.
Let's just see. There's a lady that has been commenting the whole evening. Let me just check here quickly. I think.
Okay, so while you checking quickly, I just want to mention the other thing that we didn't actually touch on, or you touched on it, but I didn't actually go into it or anything, was the fact that you guys are you are always entering these international hair competitions. And I went onto your page, and you guys have some of your stylists have done amazingly well, and it's not just one stylist. I mean, I think I saw 3 or 4 where you were congratulating stylists for actually doing well in an international show.
Yes, that was for this year.
So
that recently took place. You want to go through that one?
I mean, really, that's saying so much, eh?
Yeah, we always put a lot of accent on this, on competitions, just because I find that it makes the stylists get out of their comfort zone. It pushes them beyond what they thought is their limits. And thankfully, we have quite a few competition won in South Africa, and we even have one stylist that won last year, in 2019. He won International Trend Vision Award. It's a very difficult award to win in the hair industry, It's the biggest, the most prestigious.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're very, very proud of be part of such an amazing team.
So, Mr. Modest, yeah, it was him.
No, I didn't.
And so this
Oh,
year
wow.
we had like bronze, we were top 6.
No, Junior won the international one.
Yes.
I won the national one.
He won
So I won twice the national one in South Africa, but one of our colleagues, Junior, he won the international one in 2019.
Yeah.
So guys, so besides Stan being shame, he's probably getting like a lot of emails there telling him he's going to be shot or something, Nana. But anyway, you'll be strong. So I really, really cannot stress enough how I need you guys to actually just share this whole interview and share their posts, go and like their page, just follow their journey, because I don't think, I don't usually choose the businesses that we promote. The last 2 I haven't chosen. I was just like invited on. But when Stan said to me, okay, this week you can choose, I didn't hesitate. I was like, okay, cool. Hand up. I know who I'm choosing. And that was how this whole thing came about. And I mean, how the competition thing came about is, guys, I was willing to pay for you to go. It was literally like I said to Safeera, okay, so I'm going to run a competition on my page, and I want to pay for one person to actually go and for them to come and experience what you guys offer here. And she was like, no, we want to sponsor it. So that's the kind of business like mind behind this chick. Eh? She's like so flippin' cool. So okay, Flo, you're also cool, but like I'm always going to take your side a little bit more. But yeah. Okay, so Stan, have you come to some sort of conclusion, friend?
It has been very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I've selected the lady. She's been commenting the whole night. She's been being part of this conversation the whole night. So it's only fair that we give her the opportunity. Before we said there was a competition, she was the one that was busy the whole time. So I'm going to give the prize center. You can read out the name. I'll put it up here. And that is our winner.
Is it Unica?
Unica Bianca.
Unica Bianca Badenhorst.
Oh, well done.
We're excited to welcome you.
Unica was also willing to sit on the pavement and actually have you do a head.
Now you can come in and we'll do it for you. Must we tell you what you're winning?
Yes, please.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Stan, for choosing a winner, because, oh my goodness, it was going to be super difficult for us to do, for sure. Well done, Unica. So we want you to experience like the true Excentric experience. So we will do something very similar to what we did with Shan, what she got to experience. We will start with a camera detail diagnosis to really determine what is happening on your hair. So then we determine, what to do from there. We'll include our amazing massage chairs, of course, when you're having the wash in the basin area. A head and scalp massage. You'll get a treatment as well as a cut and style that is based on your hair. Someone asked if we have Wi-Fi. I'm going to say yes. Of course, we have coffee. We serve wine, teas, things like that as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to welcome you to your first Excentric experience, Unica. Thank you for being present.
Congratulations, Unica. That is like, I promise you will come back. And in actual fact, we'll get Unica to come on and actually send us a video afterwards and basically tell us how experience was, because I think that would be what everybody else would want to see. Like, okay, fine. Am I just talking nonsense, or, how did she experience it as well?
Yes. Yes.
So, but you're going to love it. Honestly, there's nothing you're not going to love. And, it's so hard to leave this place. You go there and you sit and you chat and you chat and you chat. And then you're done. And you go and you sit and you chat some more. And eventually Neo's like, friend, are you even coming out? I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. So yeah, so this has been lots of fun. I've really had more fun with this one. And I hope that we're going to have lots of these going forward. Stan, I think every Wednesday night, everybody needs to know that every Wednesday night, this is our new thing. Stan and I combine forces on our pages with the radio station, and we will be promoting local businesses. And that's what we're going to be doing going forward. And I hope that you guys are all going to support all the local businesses that we're promoting, because we're promoting them because they're just that good.
Thank you so much. We're really honored to be part of this. As Safeera says, we're so nervous because it's a big thing for us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us on the show. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that you came to the salon on Saturday as well, Shane, and like really got to experience it for yourself. I really wanted you to experience that. And to you and Stan for doing this amazing initiative, you know. I think it starts with, there's a lot of people that will complain about what cannot be done, but you have literally taken the bull by its horns, and you have made the decision to actively do something about small businesses, which impacts the economy at the same time. So what you're doing is something really amazing. And thank you to Byron for hopping on. We really appreciate that you came on. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. It was an absolute pleasure speaking to everyone, and we hope that even one person was inspired or motivated to just believe in themselves and go for it and don't accept less.
Well, I don't know. I think we need to thank you guys, because this has been loads of fun.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And not only the fun, I think you inspired many people. That was the main message. During a time like this, during lockdown with the virus out there, we need smaller businesses to inspire other businesses. So thank you very much to Flow for being
Thank
part
you.
of this broadcast. It's much appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so that's us. I think Stan and I are going to say goodbye for now. And then next week, Wednesday, please come back. So it's always 9 o'clock, because apparently I wanted to do it earlier, but Stan reckons but because of the radio station part, we actually have to do this at 9 o'clock. So next week, we'll be doing this again. I don't know. We'll fight about who's choosing what next for next week, like after this.
There's a lady on this page that commented here, a very well-known lady in South Africa, Bridget Topkin Brookman.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Maybe we
I
should
love
get Bridget
Bridget.
on, because Bridget is just doing amazing work, also creating jobs during this time. Ek weet nie wat jy dink nie, but I would love to talk to her, because I know she's got some big artists under her name, under her wings. And that is the lady, I think, for like next week. What do you think?
No, I'm game. Okay, I'm friends with her. So one of the things I'll WhatsApp Anana. So one of the things that everybody, that not everybody knows, is that with the lockdown, the artists have really, really suffered. I mean, they've literally till today, like they're still trying, they can't really do events, and gatherings are a problem and all of those type of things. But there's been a time, and Bridget doesn't want to speak about it. So you know what? She can eat me just now. She can't eat me now. One of the things that she's done is she's literally created ways to actually make sure that those artists have income streams. I mean, how do you even do that in a pandemic? She's managed to do that. So yeah, so we definitely have to speak to her. I'm good.
That's the people we need in government. That's the people that's supposed to run this country. People like Bridget. The fact that they can create income and jobs during this time, and like Safeera as well, it's people like that is keeping the economy going. So we need people like that on the platform as well.
And the one thing I love about Safeera and them is that that they've spoken about extensively is their training on a Thursday. Who stops taking, literally you stop taking any clients. You're not making any money for the day, but you're paying all your people for the day just to actually get trained. I mean, that's just, that to me is so amazing. I don't think a lot of people have worked for amazing companies before, but I think they would definitely qualify as one of the amazing companies to work for.
But also,
we should do that at the end of the year. Let's have a top 10 in terms of best companies to work for.
Yes, why not? Because remember, the media are saying these companies are quiet, but in actual fact, because obviously the media is saying so now, we believe it. But we should actually do our own bit of research and see from the small businesses who is really good. I mean, if you work for Safeera and for Flow, the chances that you are going to resign is very minimal because say very lekker, So I think
Besides that, the chance they're equipping you to actually start your own business at some point in time. If you are
also
clever, you will
true,
actually take whatever they are teaching you and implement it at a later stage to actually start your own thing.
true, true. Giving skill, creating more jobs, and I think that is the main thing that you can take out of here. A lot of companies are also very much afraid of investing in people because they're going to leave and they're going to start their own businesses. But these young people, this young business owners are very much for that type of idea.
Yeah, no, so sorry, I decided to cancel a call. The other thing the other business that is doing amazing
Your
stuff. I
your
don't know
your,
if
your sound is the soft, eh?
thank you. Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
yeah, it's a bit better.
Okay, I don't know why it's doing that.
I think it's when somebody
But
called you, maybe the sound went a bit soft.
yeah, I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Maybe
Cool.
it
Cool.
makes it off.
So yeah, that tonight was a lekker evening. It was lekker. The main idea behind the show is to advertise and promote small businesses. I don't think we really understand, how crucial it is for us to promote small businesses. There
Okay,
we
I'm
go.
back. Can you hear me now?
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Okay, so I was saying, like, I don't know if you've been following like the M&D pizza place. So I love them, and whenever we're in Cape Town, we end up buying their food and stuff. But what I've noticed is, or what I've been seeing, like over the last week or so, they've literally used their social media platform and their skill to actually
Yes.
upskill other businesses. And I've been like watching them like teach other people how
Yes.
to make pizzas. Businesses
Mm,
that, I mean, literally you teaching them what to do, what you do, but they're still
yeah.
doing it. Teaching people how to make burgers, to like
Yeah.
literally helping other businesses get started. I mean,
Mm.
how insane is that?
But just think about that people, they are so strong that they are not afraid to help the competition. So I've seen MNDs helping another young man with his own pizza shop. I think it's somewhere in Kalitsa or in Langa, somewhere there, helping him, setting him up and teaching him how to make a pizza. I mean, tomorrow he can become your competition, but you're not worried about competition. They are empowering people. So I think that is the main thing that stands out for me is transferring these skills. That's exactly what is needed. We need to create more jobs. And also, San, I find it very difficult for our people, it's actually a problem. We need to support small businesses. We need to stop running to that big shops and stop running and supporting the people. Support our own Mensa. We are so used to supporting these big brands, and then our own people are actually struggling. I don't know how you feel about that.
No, I do. I actually totally feel you because when we went to M&D's. I think we went on Friday, myself and Neo. No, we went on Saturday before I went to the hairdresser. I popped in there, and because we were just getting food because there were a couple of us. And the one thing that I can tell you is that there were a lot of cars waiting for their food.
Mm.
And that was mind blowing for me. It was like, oh wow, look at us, we're supporting our local peoples now. And
Awesome.
it wasn't just me. There was like something like 20 cars waiting for food
Wow.
at that point in time, and it was just before, it was before lunchtime. So they literally were um, all supporting M&Ds. And then I'm hoping the same thing will happen with Safeera then. And then if you look at the Jacob's Jam guys, look at them, hey? Like, I mean,
Yes.
they were on CakeNet, and then
Yes.
they've gotten this deal with Boerland
Mm-mm.
Cricket. I mean, I'm so proud of all these businesses because they've actually taken the little bit that, the little bit of marketing, and they've just run wild, and they've
Yes.
just they've just increased, and it's just been
Mm-mm.
crazy amazing.
And that is what we want. We want to create that type of culture, promote small businesses. And we're not benefiting from this, but I think when we see the return on investment is when small business are really doing good because that small businesses are creating jobs for people, for families. And I think that is what we should actually nurture here is creating jobs and so that we can look after our families during this time. And like you mentioned last week, it's no use we're going to wait for government. We need to do things ourselves. We need to start doing things for ourselves and for other people as well.
You know, a couple of years back, somebody actually had they'd done some research, and there was some stats out about the financial power of the or how shall we say, of the colored community. It was insane, the amount of money that we actually have, that we spend on clothing, on food, on, you know, just on buying things. We have buying power, guys. You literally let no one tell you that we don't have, you know, whether you have 500 rand to spend or whether you have 5 million rand to spend. If you are spending that money, then that creates buying power. And as a collective, we have ridiculous buying power. So we could actually change our own economy if we
That's
really
right.
tried, and
That's
if we just decided to actually support each other. I find that that's the one thing that we're still missing, and I'm hoping that you and I are going to change that kind of mindset. But I think that we're still in the space where the businesses, even, like, you know, they also need to change their mindset in terms of understand that every person, like Flo and Safira said, every person is a celebrity to them. Every
That's
person
right.
is important. And you know what? If we're trying to support you, offer us the service that we actually deserve as well, so that we come back
That's
and
it. That's
recognize that we have chosen to support you.
it.
And not by asking you for freebies or anything, but by coming there with our money and spending it there. So we need the businesses to come to a party where they actually realize, look, you want our business, accept our business and acknowledge our business, and our, you know, that we are actually supporting you. And then also from the communities that we are actually in now, let's try and support local guys. I mean, there's no reason why, you know, you're going to go to a designer in town and, you know, that you don't know, that because somebody else wore a dress from them last year. You know, like, you've got that auntie that's there in Mitchell's Plain around the corner who makes amazing wedding dresses and
Exactly.
bridal dresses. Let's, like, give her a chance, like, you know, try her and see if you can maybe just support her struggle as well.
And you are so right with what you're saying there. I have a friend, and I can't mention a name, but she manufactures clothes for one of these big companies. This designer wear people. She gets paid for a dress 350 rand. 350 rand. But the same dress are selling in that shop for 3,500, 3,000 rand. And when people go to this lady, they want her to give them a discount still when she makes this clothing. It's like they go to the shop in Canal or wherever there's more shops, and they go and buy from that shop, and they don't worry about paying the 3 grand or 2.5 grand. But when they go to her directly, they expect her to give them a discount. And the quality, they always question the quality, but she makes the clothing for that big shop. It starts with the Y. I'm like,
That they actually all buy.
yeah, so it actually, so people need to understand where the quality comes from. The Cape Flats, there's quality not on the Cape Flats, but amongst local businesses, and we need to support them. We need to support them. You know what? She actually told me, it was my daughter's prom 2 years ago, and she told me, go check out what dress you want in that shop, and then you tell me. And I actually went there, and I saw the price. It was 2,500, and I went back to her. She said to me, she can make something similar like that for 450 rand. Because also I'm a friend, but I'm just letting you know, we're paying 2 grand more for something that we can get the same product from the same person for cheaper.
And you're paying 2 grand more because you think it's a brand. Okay.
Yes.
Meantime, you know what? At the end of the day, we could help that same woman now. Like, we could literally start a brand. I mean, we, like, between the two of us, I think, if you have to take it, we like marketing people and we actually brand people because we're actually helping people build their brands.
Yes.
And I think if somebody actually decides, okay, no, cool, you know what? This is what I do. I'm good at what I do. Look at Safira and them. I'm good at what I do. I'm now creating a brand. And that's what they've done. They've created a brand.
Exactly. But also this, I posted the picture of a pair of Jack Purcells earlier on. That
I saw that.
we bought it. We made it famous. Up till this day, we have a little bit of heritage to it. What if we buy Auntie Fika's dress down the road, Uncle Fika's, Auntie Dingis's t-shirts down the road, and we support her or him? we can in 10 years, 20 years time say, but this is our heritage, Just like we promote those people's brand, I think we should think differently and promote our own people's brand. But what you say is also companies, small businesses should treat their customers with respect and know that when the people come to you, be professional. I see you had the issue. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there, but
We're
I
not
see
going
you
there.
had the issue.
We sorted out our differences. We
Oh,
fine
okay.
now.
Nice, nice, nice. But I mean, it's things like that. When people message you, when people ask for you, it's it's irritating when you try to get hold of somebody and there's a lot of avenues. You want to do business, but there's a lot of avenues. You want to bring them money, but you have to. It's almost like you're praying and you're wondering and all those type of stuff. But yeah, man.
What I liked about people like Safeera and actually the Genesis Style and Jacob's Jam, the three businesses that we've actually done now. In actual fact, M&D Pizza as well. So what I can say is that every business that we've promoted so far, they have appreciated the like the exposure and stuff. I just want to mention to everybody that we don't get paid for this.
Yeah.
We literally, Stan and I don't benefit from this at all. We literally look for a business, we have experienced the business, and we promote the business because that is what we want to do. We want our communities and our local economy to actually become better. We want people to be able to say they are feeding 4 other families. And
That's right.
that's the only way we can, it's like, Stan's got a big following. I've got a big following. And the way we can actually use that in a way that benefits our communities is just by speaking to them, like listening to their stories, listening to what they do, like putting them out there. That is the easiest thing we can do. This is the funnest thing I do on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Pineapple night is not a thing in this house, guys. There is there is nothing. I can't even see people on the horizon. It's how bad it is, right? So this is my thing on a Wednesday night. This is what we do on a Wednesday night. We chat, we build businesses.
And I just love it. Remember you told me a couple of weeks back, Stan, let's start something how we can teach our people to, draw up their CV and stuff like that. But we weren't sure what it was exactly we were supposed to do. So I think what we started 3 weeks ago, I think this is exactly where we should continue, helping small businesses and bring a bit of hope to our communities. And like you say, we don't benefit from this. I'm not in this game to benefit, I think I've got enough blessings and I just want to be a blessing and like yourself to other people as well.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. If we can't help people with our pages, then what are we doing out here?
Yeah. But friend,
I still want to do the whole CVs thing and help people actually, find jobs, because not everybody is an entrepreneur. Not everybody can start their own business, but everybody does need to have an income stream. So whether you're selling bompies or whether you're selling, like those packets of chips and omatana and whatever, or whether you are actually getting a job in, like as a receptionist somewhere, you still need to be able to do that. And I want to be able to get those opportunities to our people. And I must admit, I've got some really good friends that have been literally sending, they're in high positions, and they've literally been sending me the positions that they have available to say, right, these are the positions that are in my department that I need people for. Put it out there. Let's get CVs. That actually gets them it gets them a foot in the door. It doesn't guarantee them a job, but it gets them a foot in the door. And that's all I need. I just want to be able to give people that foot in the door.
Awesome. And I think, like I said to you, in a time like this, we need to create these platforms, use it for promoting things like this, because there's a mother out there, there's a father out there, there's a young man out there that is they're actually wondering or worrying where I'm going to get my next job from. Some of people have lost their jobs, and also by us also promoting the small businesses that can employ more people, and also like the entertainment world, we should actually look at maybe having a few people on as well, like your cigarros, so, get Alistair on here.
That was very cool, by the way.
And maybe just let them talk a bit, because a lot of people don't know about these venues, and we need to change our mindset. We need to support local businesses, but ek is baie straightforward. We need to support our own people, man. Ek weet nie hoe sê vir hulle oor nie, but I feel the only way we're going to build buildings and own things is when we support our own mense.
So I'm actually going. I'm actually invited to a function on Saturday night, which is also one of the reasons I'm flying up to Cape Town this weekend. It's Chad Chitta is now he's I don't know. There's some party with a whole lot of DJs and stuff that they've created in a space that has been revamped. It used to be an art gallery, and now it's also somewhere in Long Street, and it's actually like a venue where you can actually book it out and actually have functions and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to that. I'll actually check it out, and then I'll let you know what it actually is about. But yeah, it's actually very cool.
But are you moving now to Cape Town? Is it now Cape Town
No,
goes
I'm
rock?
not moving. Don't
Wat
be like
gebeur nou
that.
hierso?
Ek like net dinge.
Awesome stuff. Awesome
So
stuff.
yeah, so it's like I mean I think my kids also think I'm moving to Cape Town because I think I just fly back and then I'm like don't put the suitcase too far. I'm going back on Saturday or whatever. So yeah, it's been crazy.
No, but thank you also
It's
for
fun,
you.
crazy.
No, but you come from the other side of the province, and you come here and you promote our people, you promote our brands and stuff. So thank you to you also for doing that. You also bringing
I would
business
do
to.
it for the ones, I would do it this side as well. You know, people need to approach us. That's the thing. I mean, if you have a business and you want help, approach us. I
Yes.
mean, inbox us and contact us. I mean, it's not, like I said, there is no cost involved. We are not
Yeah,
charging you to do
yeah,
this.
yeah. 100%. We're doing it for our people. We're doing it, as part of our giving back, our CSI project.
No, 100%. And I mean, I would be happy to actually, like, if there's businesses in Joburg, in PE, wherever, we are doing this virtually. You sitting in Cape Town, I'm sitting in my bedroom in Johannesburg right now. And yet we were speaking to a couple that are sitting in Cape Town. So
Yeah.
people need to realize that if you have a brand and you need help promoting it and you want to do it on our platforms, approach us. We do this on a Wednesday night anyway.
And
Yeah.
like I said, it's free of charge. Message us, but next week we're gonna have Bridget. I'm very excited. Please message her, and we should actually have Mavis also on here. I see
Job
Mavis.
says it's called Gallery 44. That's where I'm going to on Saturday night.
Nice, nice. Mavis actually said there in the comments, oh, Byron's like sexy. Wat gaan maar Mavis aan? Like, ek kan nie sexy nie.
You must have that conversation offline with Mavis. Mavis is by Eddie Ballet.
No.
In actual fact, I haven't got, she must actually send me one of her after dark topics. She hasn't sent me one for a while.
Oh.
Oh, and they get people, they make me blush, eh? But they're so controversial. They get everybody talking. So she's got to send me another one.
But cool, my friend. I must go sleep now. You must have an awesome evening. Ons maak weer so next week. And let's help people get the businesses out there and do it for our economy.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the stand because you had to do all the technical stuff. Me, I just come on, look pretty, and talk nonsense.
It's
So,
always
yeah.
a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Okay.
Kiwale.
Everybody who's still tuned in, bye. We'll chat to you guys again soon.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.